Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So today we're going to jump back into Tavern Talk. And it's been a while since I've played, so honestly, I sort of remember what was going on. So we're going to just hop back into the game. So we're in Act 3, The Twilight Flood. This is 17 in Pursuit of Entropy, the 21st of the Astral Moon. It takes me a few minutes with my Roman numerals. Okay, so she's going to take a quest. Nice. I don't remember which quest we have up there. You know your quests are getting weirder by the day. I mean, no one's forcing you to take that one. Unless you have one on a basilisk swarms waiting in the back, I think I'm good with this one. No basilisks, I'm afraid. Eager to kill some parental figures. You know it. Okay, so she took... That's right. Oh god, what is his name now? He's changed it so many times. Kumo. His name's now is Kumo. He put a hit on his parents because he found out that they were actually alive. And this whole time he thought they were dead. That's right. I do remember that happening. And I do remember Fable went off to find... Did Fable go off to find... Melina? They might have. I think they did. I think that's where they went. And we got into a fight with them because they went on a date with Kumo behind our back. I'm still knife in the heart. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay, speaking of family, you haven't brought your sister by in a while. How is she? Ooh, are we going to meet somebody new? I like it when we get to see new characters. I don't know. We no longer speak. Oh, I didn't know that. You two were unbeatable when it came to bar fights. Yeah, I love her, but she's become a little too much like our parents, so I need to love her from afar. Or I wouldn't be loving myself very much. You're better off for it. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, you know. I mean, usually I'm a very family-oriented person myself, so I can't see myself being away from my family for like never seeing them or, you know, only talking to them every now and then. So that's, you know, for me, I'm sorry to hear that. Cutting her off must have hurt a lot. Must still hurt a lot. I've come to terms with it. Come out stronger in the end. That's all I could do. Maybe, but the wounds stay, don't they? People wound you. That's what they do. They can also heal you. That's a false sense of security. Eventually, it all falls away. Not everyone is doomed to become your enemy, including yourself. And I think you're doomed to say the weirdest things possible whenever you get the chance. It's a blessing, not a curse. If you want to see it that way. This rogue guy got any siblings? None that we know of. Their parents kind of faked their death, abandoned him when he was very young. They haven't exactly been writing postcards. I guess no one would handle that very well. What do you think about the whole killing them measure? Adds up to me. It does? Yeah. Not like they ever faced any real consequences for being shitty. Always falls on kids, doesn't it? And you think being murdered is an appropriate consequence. It's not about what I think. I'm just taking the job. Right. But I was thinking, think less, or rather, think about what you're going to mix for me instead. So you're not even hesitating. I'm a bounty hunter innkeeper. Of monsters, I assumed. Not all monsters look unlike us. I thought you don't do charity. I don't. I expect a hefty payment by the end of this. That thief must have some jewels stored away somewhere, right? I see. So, drinks? Drinks, of course. Murder. How would you like to approach it? With a lot of force. Don't know how strong they are, but I need to be stronger. What if they're not strong at all? What if they're just like normal, everyday people? I mean, because they left their son, he just became a rogue. It doesn't mean that they have that ability either. Maybe some defense in the mix would be good too, if their attack patterns turn out to be more complex than you thought. It seems like you do listen to me sometimes. Your stories of fighting mirages and three-headed antelopes are far too compelling to forget. I'd hope so. You still got any of those frozen pine cones lying around? The ones you gave me for the mountain mimic? If those deadbeats pick up some primordial magic, I could use some elemental protection. Clever as always, Jade. Obviously. Plus, that frost armor is pretty cool. Luckily for you and your coolness factor. No. You and your health. I got a big shipment of them in last month. Cool, I'll take some of those then. They're not contending with another approach. No, unless... I guess there's another way. Is there? Listen, some things are unfixable. I saw both of my legs off before I even talked to my folks again. But this wound is fresh. It could be possible to delay the inevitable. I could convince them to leave, scare them off, banish them somewhere where they can't hurt him. That way, he can find them later if he ever changes his mind. Maybe this rift isn't completely irreparable after all. It sounds like you're asking for some charisma and some speed. Should hurry up before he does anything drastic to himself. Yep, some dexterity might help too. You never know how they could react. Might have to dodge some blows. Might have to. You got any of that inspirational garbage lying around? I'm not so good with words when it comes to situations like this, and I might have to inspire them to be a little less awful. I could offer you either Thunder Sage or Honey Flowers, whatever flavor you prefer. You choose. About it all. Charisma, dexterity, inspiration, it's the less violent route, but it's not what he asked for. So I won't complain about a strength and defense mix either, as long as you throw some frost armor in. I think my decision about this would be tainted by my own experiences, so please, a little help. Always, Jade. Thank you for asking. And make sure to leave Onyx some leftovers. She's thirsty. I love how her little companion is a turtle. It's so cute. Okay, so we either need the strength or the charisma. So we're going to go with charisma. What infusion uses that? Inspiration. So it's the honey flower or the thunder sage. Let's go with honey flower. I don't think I've used that one. Is this the honey flower? Okay, now the drink I need to make. Yeah, see, it's already got some of the dexterity. Is there something that points to those two? But I... 1,000 Winds. Charming and elusive. Possibly this one. Let's see if we can do this one. Because this one's already set for it. There we go. Yep. 1,000 Winds. Maybe this because it isn't as lost as we think it is. If they can't be reasoned with, I can always trick them and kill them that way, yes. But I guess I'll try talking first. Let's hope this is the right choice. Don't you trust me? You wish. Don't forget to fill me in on your success. If I have any charisma left in me, you'll be sure to hear all about it. Until then, don't tell him what I'm doing. I shall keep this a secret between us. You do love those. Typical Fae, I guess. Don't take too many names while I'm gone. I wouldn't dream of it. Nah, man, you gotta be careful with that ethereal bamboo. I mean, it's super cool and all, but if you cut it the wrong way, it's gonna charge up and whoosh, gone you are, sucked into the ethereal weave. Oh, well, you know, like those fishies that'll kill you if you cook them the wrong way. Fish? Yes, they look like balls with spikes. Don't know about the name, though. Do you mean pufferfish? Do you mean sea urchins? I think it's the sea urchin. Because I think if you don't know how to cook that properly, you can kill yourself. Nuh-uh. That one you eat even raw. Yikes. Whoa, wait. You're also here? LOL. Sure am. I mean, I own the place, but you're looking fire. Nice drip. Thank you, Iniko. Nico, can we stay on topic, please? Topic? Right. So I heard any type of vibration can trigger a small rift. It's like disturbing a sleeping dragon. Wrong move and the world's faltering and whatnot. So you're saying if I use my bow the wrong way, I could open a rift and be lost in the ethereal weave. Bet would suck big time, but alas. Though, can't be entirely sure. I mean, what's fun in knowing everything for sure? Don't be basic, embrace the chaos. As long as you don't play any wrong notes, you should be fine. Nothing easier than that, especially under pressure. Especially then, I'm sure. Then you have nothing to worry about, friend. Might even come in handy one day. The person who made your instrument must have had at least, one thought about making it like that. They did. Many thoughts, actually. Oh, we had the Mage Tower quest too, didn't we? So he must be going to take it. Good mythical morning, Innkeeper. I know theopractically it's early afternoon, but who cares? Good practical morning, Hex. Good afternoon. We'll go with this one. Almost there. You forgot the mythical. Good mythical theopractical morning. Better. Okay, listen up. I found this little leaflet on your notice board, and I saw you're finally sending someone out to investigate that abandoned wizard tower. And I just decided that someone is me. I've been wanting to see what's up there for a while now. Talk about good timing. Did you say wizard tower? What's the T? Well, there's an abandoned wizard tower near Neverduff on a small island called Morlia. Ah, the one with the worms. I think you can find worms in any ecosystem. That's what they want you to think. Sure. Either way, no one has seen the Wizard of Morlia in quite some time. So they say. And I've been dying to know what he might be hiding in his tower. I bet lots of explosives. I'm more hoping for scrolls of ancient magic and semi-cursed objects. Oh, and of course books of forgotten knowledge. Rumor has it he left behind quite the hoard of peculiar trinkets. Surely, after all, as it states in this leaflet, traps, puzzles, must be something very valuable hidden in there. Maybe even the key to immortality. Or immortality, I think I said mortality. Or they were bored. Admittedly, I don't design puzzles when I'm bored, though. I blow things up. I love when things go boom. Same. You know what? What? I think you should take me and Voyboy along. Listen, you say trinkets, and I'm all in. I mean, the entropy we'd create if we traveled as a trio would be immaculate. We'd be able to tackle the wizard's puzzles and deathly traps with wits and violence. And music. You have my lockpicks. And my Hagam. Maybe the ethereal weave could even help. Ethereal bamboo, huh? But an ethereal weave escape would only work with Chabian silk? Huh. The ghost spiders of Chabian use their silk to spin the weave. Good thing that these strings are made of Chabian silk, then. Great. Then we can use your Hagam as our Plan C escape plan. Should the wizard be at home after all, or foster any monsters in any traps, your Hagam will be our way out. By dipping into the ethereal weave? Don't worry, it's like dreaming or teleporting. You'll just have to find your way back out. We'll manage that. I'm a master teleporter. And I'm sure our innkeeping friend here has the right drink for you. Perhaps something that'll give you some brain cells. And quick reflexes. So I'm hasty and can easily evade traps. Good that I don't need help with either. But shouldn't we be able to fight back fiercely in case something is lurking in the tower? Lots of traps probably means lots of fire, so fire resistance would be helpful too. Fighting sounds good. I'd love to kill something, but I hate making decisions. I think the Innkeeper should decide what to make. So we got more character info on Iniko. Let's see. Indico is not opposed to violence and loves blowing things up even, or maybe especially, without any reason to do so. Lately, they seem to realize that being dependent on a team isn't half bad. It can even be fun, especially when some equally chaotic acquaintances keep you company. Okay, so I think the Innkeeper should decide what to make. Okay, so something strong to barge in and fight our way through, paired with fire resistance to survive lethal traps, or something for our brains that gives us focus infused with haste. I'll see what I can do, but don't hold me responsible for whatever ends up happening. We would never, ever. That's all if you pick wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go with brains. I know they're pretty smart to begin with, but is there? Oh, I do have 2 haste. I have a saber fang and a golden feather. Oh, we don't want minus intelligence. That would be bad. Oh, I have more over here. I forgot about over here. Phoenix chilies. Yeah, so we're going to go with the saber fang because and they want haste as well. Because we don't want to lower their intelligence, which one of those actually does. Now for the drink. Intelligence adventurers may feel infused with confidence and agility to climb their favorite mountain range, unsurprisingly popular with climbers and boulders. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Peak Sunrise. Although it doesn't need strength, does it? Oh, we'll see if we can get it. I don't know if we can, though. We might not be able to. Because that ingredient does take up a spot. Yep, we can't do that one. So, nope. I just want to pour the liquid. There you go, Undo. I haven't fed you in a while. Okay, so that one's not going to work. Might be the Swift Strike. No, it's got oh man, this one's hard. I did put the right ingredient in, right? Yeah, haste. They need haste. What if I put the golden feather in? Let's try the gold. Can I feed that to him? I don't know what I do. So if that's already in there. There we go. Okay, I've got it now. Because that's done. Just need a little bit more of this. And then the rest of this. Okay, so I was right to... I should have used the feather, not the tooth. Or maybe I should have. Huh. Oh, I have too much of the top one. There we go. That's what it was. Dum-dum. There we go. Peak Sunrise. Took me a minute, but I got it. Here you go, brains and quick reflexes. Thanks, I'm sure this will be of use for solving puzzles and evading traps. I'll be sad if not one single thing explodes. Explosions could damage all the loot. But maybe afterwards we could light a little fire? You know what we should do? What? We should take Jade along. She'd defo be interested in the treasures too. An additional blade couldn't hurt. Any idea where we can find her, Innkeeper? I'm afraid she's already on a quest, so probably nowhere nearby. That's fine. We'll poach her. Good luck. Thank you. We shall return with a story worth telling. I can't wait. Bye, loser. Rude. Oh, we don't even have a night shift today. Interesting. We always had a night shift. And it's raining again. Okay, so Act 3, The Twilight Flood. 18, A Well-Deserved Break. 25th of the Astral Moon. Hello, Innkeeper. Look what I found. Looks like a rare specimen of Archie to me. I'm one of a kind. Oh, you two know each other already. Of course you do. You know pretty much everyone in this city, huh? Of course I know him. He's quite the celebrity in town. No, I don't know him at all. Oh, I suppose I am. He's Zenith's most famous author. He even survived an assault by hordes of the vicious undead. Author? I guess I really am an author, yes. Bummer. And here I thought I could surprise you. How did you two meet? I think he spotted me on the street. Must have thought I had a lot of stories to tell. So he asked me if he could write my biography. What a unique way to call someone old. But she does have a lot of stories to tell. Archie, how many manuscript topics do you want to collect before you actually finish something? Well, you see, it's always important to collect ideas. Life itself is the best source of inspiration for any artist. Look at him. He's so eager to write. I just couldn't refuse that look in his big sparkly eyes. Writing down ideas is so much fun. Not only for the detective's magical story, but also holding on to Theo's memories through writing is really helping me with his death. I can make sure the world doesn't forget about him. I'm glad you're doing a bit better now. Una, how come you want your biography to be written now? I don't really have a reason. I'm old, and I've seen a lot of stuff. It would be sad if all that knowledge went to waste, right? It's not like you'll disappear any second now, is it? Of course not. I get it. A lot of terrible things have been happening lately. Don't be silly. We'll be fine. It's always nice to see most of your friends return during times like these. Most of them? Stuff like this happens every few decades. It's completely normal. If you say so. Are you going to pay Archie accordingly, though? That's what I'm here for. I'm going to pay him in drinks. And I also could use a little refreshing drink myself. Aye, gotcha. Anything specific you'd like today, Archie? Just the same as always. A drink to stay focused on my writing, to defend my brain against all those distracting thoughts. Coming right up. Okay, so we need one of the basic ones, and he needs defense, which is the Frosted Lagoon. A little of that. Little of that. And a whole lot of this. Here you go. A drink to boost your concentration. Boost your concentration, I suppose. God. Thank you very much, dear Innkeeper. This is delicious. I can feel an irresistible itch in my fingertips already. I'm always happy to oblige. So, Uno, what's it for you today? Maybe something that'll give me enough strength and energy to tell this whippersnapper every little detail of my life. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, give me a quick second and I'll be back with your drink. I just love these games so much. They're just so much fun to me. Okay, a Southern Brawler. Some of this. Some of this. And a lot of this. Some liquid stamina for the Golden Girl. Let's see if your skills are to be trusted, Innkeep. Oh. Archie, I hope you're ready for at least 600 pages. That's a lot. But you already agreed, so you don't have a choice. And now, my dear Archibald, we'll begin with the writing. Thank you for your hospitality, Innkeep. I'll see you later. Goodbye, Innkeeper. I'll remember to keep a copy of the book for you. Okay, so got more information on Archie. There are experiences one must undergo in life to determine their future. Archie realized the life of the adventurer was nothing like he imagined it to be, and that's okay. Now he knows his desire for the pen outweighs that of the sword, and I'm very excited to get my hands on some signed copies of his work. Signed, please. Of course. Very well. Goodbye, you two. I like to imagine that they just went off and they're writing in the corner. Oh, we haven't seen her in a while. Finally, my service beast and I have returned. Welcome back, Mineth. Good to see you, Innkeeper, and surprisingly, your tavern's dry interior. I thought you might be appreciating the dampness of almost everything nowadays. Maybe while underwater, but wheels and mud do not mix. On land, I appreciate structurally sound and smooth wood flooring much more than its soggy alternatives. That bad? You would too. Just step a few minutes past your tavern. Then you might get an idea of the things jammed in my spokes and smushed between Casket and Kane's toes. I'll pass, and besides, stories from my patrons are much more enjoyable. Speaking of, how did the pearl hunt go? Honestly, it wasn't all too eventful, but before I go on, I could do with one of your drinks, Innkeeper. Something to keep my mind clear of my irrelevant distraction for the journey back. Let me see what I can do. Yep, that would be a sparkling nebula. May this inspire boundless creativity. Just what I needed. If only I had a boundless supply of this drink while writing at my desk. Unfortunately, my establishment doesn't do deliveries. What a shame. But before you go on, I actually have something else for you. Ah, and here I thought I'd have to needle you for it again. What a pleasant surprise. My favorite kind. Here, a completely proofread manuscript, I hope. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That was so long ago that she asked us to do that. I'd certainly hope it's completed. Since my retrieval and your proofreading have been such a long time in the making, yes? Right. Long in the making. You should probably wash that red ink off your hands before it stains your mugs. Oh, right. I was editing my recipes all night. Crazy story, actually. For another time, that is. I see. I will say it's good to have these papers back in my hands. May I inquire as to why you asked for them back now? I've decided to finally publish the book. What I've written about, it's very dear to my heart. And I'm happy to finally get to share my writing with the world. Mineth, the author. It has a nice ring to it. It'll be Mackenzie Cratton Pritchett, actually. A very nice pen name. It was time I finally chose one, and something universal at that. Procrastination is a curse of all of its own. It sure is. So, about the pearl. Or pearls? Protection pearls. Like I said, it wasn't too eventful. I had tea with the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon, and she traded me the pearls for objects of her desire. Mostly I promised her a signed copy of the book. Good for her. I've been meaning to ask, if I may, what do you need the pearls for exactly? I know you're often looking for them, but I was never quite sure why. Well, I'm sure you remember the curse I was bestowed with. Yes, the cursed parasitic rings that amplify your magic to a painful degree. Exactly those. They cause quite a lot of issues for me and my body. Sometimes it feels like the magic is eating away at me, slowly feasting on my organs and nerves. It's tearing me apart from the inside out as it gradually takes my health and life. The protection pearls help me keep the mana in check. They bring it down to a manageable level. It helps the pain a lot. So you're saying you turn pearls into drinks? Wonderful to see that's still your first solution to everything. Yes, on occasion. Mostly I grind them into ink for my tattoos. They're very versatile little beauties. I'm happy you could find some of them. Now that I think about it, care to share? I'm sure they'd be great for my drinks. Not so fast. For most people, they probably just amplify mana to ridiculous and dangerous degrees, and I don't want to be held responsible for the chaos your patrons could cause. However, maybe I could offer you something less extreme but still energizing. Here. Is this your infamous coffee recipe? After all these years, you finally trust me with it? So we got cursed coffee. It's time. I think you can finally make it without poisoning someone. I'll do my best. Thank you, Mineth. Perhaps it will also help you keep your promises in time. Anyhow, I think we're due to take our leave. Need to make some ink? Something like that. Plus, I promised Casket and Kane we'd check if any primordial tennis balls got washed up by the flood. I think I might have seen some in the bushes. Baya might be able to make you some moss balls. Ooh. Let's send her to Baya. What a perfect excuse to catch up with her. Is she around? More frequently, recently. It's nice. A miracle she still comes around after you exercised her favorite bog body. We were young and inexperienced. It happens. That it does. It was lovely to see you again, Innkeeper. Likewise. Best of luck on your journey, and don't forget to send me a copy of that book. If you promise not to forget about its existence this time, I'll do my very best. I know you will, friend. I know you will. Oh, another non-night shift. That's so unusual. Okay, Act 3, The Twilight Flood, 9 Remnants, 27th of the Astral Moon. All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and end it there because I did 2 days like I normally do. It's a little shorter this time around. That's definitely for sure. But it was definitely interesting because it was kind of just like a catch-up, getting those 2 quests picked up. We didn't get any new quests yet because I know we still have some pieces sitting from other ones. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how the 2 quests went. You know, are they going to get through the Mage's Tower and find out what he's been hiding, if he's even been hiding anything? Is Jade going to be able to succeed in getting, you know, Kumo's parents to leave? And, you know, is he going to be happy about that? Or, you know, are we going to get him mad at us again? So I guess we'll just have to wait and see till next time. Please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.